You're watching Minister's Material with Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa.
Look again and to consider again and to even drop some of the people that you might have appointed. And right there you have politics. So this is what happens now. So obviously we are saying you should have waited, because there is the principle, but it's not like all of us we are aware of it. I should have waited until I see the fruit. But there was so much pressure to have somebody doing something, doing 1, 2, 3 things, because you can't do everything. When you're running a ministry, when you find yourself doing everything there, it means you don't have a ministry. Okay, you don't have a ministry, full stop. You shouldn't be doing everything by yourself. Take the counsel that Moses got from Jethro. Jethro followed, and he found out when he arrived, he saw millions of people. Tents are everywhere. From morning up to evening, he couldn't see his son-in-law. Moses was busy counseling people, giving advice. Maybe if he was laying his hands on people, I don't know. But he was busy. And Jethro, when he saw that, he confronted that anointed man of God, and he said, this is wrong. This is wrong. He's giving an advice to the man who has got the biggest church in the world. Here comes Jethro. We only hear of his position and so on, but as of membership, we are not aware. But he's coming to confront Moses and saying, this is wrong. Find other people that can do what you're doing and concentrate only on major issues. Leave the rest to other people. So listen to me now. This is why you see ministers dying even before their time. This is why you see unusual diseases developing. Ministers are dying as a result of stress. Why? Because you're trying to push everything alone. And because it's not like it's your fault. Sometimes when you don't have people, you send them to do something, you have to also make a follow-up, and then you end up doing it yourself. Because when you send somebody who is not there, you will have to make a follow-up and do it yourself. So it's not like you don't want to delegate, but sometimes you don't have people that are ready to serve, that are ready to sacrifice. Some of them, when you give them an assignment, they would actually want you to maybe even sponsor everything. He's not willing to even spend 1 liter of his own petrol. No. If I'm going to be doing anything for this ministry, I have to get every support from you. Because this is my car. And everything that is there is mine. So I can't be using this for any other purposes except my own purposes. And yet it is you who prayed for that car to be bought. And as you were blessing him, you thought it was going to benefit the ministry. Only to realize when your prayers are answered. Because when you were praying for him, you thought you knew the tree. Okay. People are so genuine. When people are coming and they are broke, they are so, okay. All right. Anyway, so you can't be doing everything alone. There has to be people. But for you to have people, you have to know them. And for you to know them, you know them by their fruit. But we don't wait. In most cases, we don't wait until we see the fruit. We see the person, we see the tree, and we know the tree by the name and not by the fruit. So you put people into positions and only to realize that not every mango tree is able to bring forth mangoes. Hello? 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 Character. Character, I see this as a very, 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 very big problem, especially during our time. We have entered into a period of time where people are no longer patient. They can't wait for the fruit. They can't wait for the fruit. Before the fruit shows up, we have already allowed the person to be part of us and to be part of the system. Where is the fruit? There is no fruit. Now, why is it so important? Look at the book of Matthew again, chapter number 23, in verse number 25. Okay. Can you see that? Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites. He's calling them hypocrites. For ye make clean the outside of the cup and of the plate, but within they are full of extortion and excess. There is filthiness, there is dirty, there is evil in the inside. And Jesus is saying, woe unto you. This is a curse. There is a curse upon you, scribes, and upon you, the Pharisees, because what you are doing is hypocrisy. You are masters of deception. How? Because you make, you see, you are in the business of making the cup clean only on the outside. You have that ability. Whether it is grace, I don't know, but you have that. You actually spare time to work just on the outside of the cup. And you don't mind the inside. And the reason why you do that, it is because you are hypocrites. That's why I'm saying, woe unto you. And if you look at why they do that, it is because they want to have acceptance. They want to be accepted in the community as the most qualified people. And they don't qualify themselves by qualifying the inside of the cup, but they qualify only the outside of the cup. So the outside now of the cup, that is not where you find character. Character is found inside. Which means you are not concentrating on the issues that you have inside. These are hypocrites, these are scribes, these are Pharisees, the most religious people during that time. And Jesus is saying, you are making. He's not talking about a cup here, he's not talking about just a plate here. He's talking about an individual's personal life where you put your focus on. Most leaders, I've had people, listen to me. I've had a lot of people coming to me. Not many of them would actually admire my character. They would come to me because of the gift. Maybe it's because I don't have a good character. I can't quickly blame them, but not many. Most people that come to you, you do something. Just do something. Find yourself doing something which is in the line of the gifts of the Spirit. You attract more people, you have more people coming to you. Maybe to get an impartation of those things, as long as they are spiritual gifts. But if you are to practice any of the fruits of the Spirit, though the Bible calls it the fruit of the Spirit, and then he goes into 9 of them. If you're going to be good in regards to the fruits of the Spirit, you are not going to have a lot of people accepting you, appreciating you, and texting you for the good fruits that you have. But if you're going to have all the 9 spiritual gifts, why? Because the 9 spiritual gifts, they give you an appearance. Look at this. This is where most people miss it in regards to supernatural life. They look at something and they say, this is excellent and I would want to go for this thing. But if you ask a question, why have you chosen the gift instead of the fruit? Why have you chosen the gift instead of the fruit? Give me reasons.